If you're wondering which photo editing laptops are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. Apple MacBook Air M4. This thing is so thin it makes my credit card look obese. But surprisingly, the M4 chip handles Photoshop like a total boss without ever making a sound. It's great for editing on a plane until you realize you're stuck with only 2 ports and a screen that's dimmer than my ex. Though that 3-pound weight is a legitimate lifesaver. Would I buy it? Yes, because it's the ultimate travel companion for light editing when I don't want to carry a literal brick in my backpack. Lenovo Slim 7i Aura Edition 2025. The OLED screen on this beauty is so vibrant it'll make your photos look better than they actually are, even if the battery dies faster than a smartphone at a music festival. It's got that fancy aluminum finish that feels premium until you try to use it outdoors and the glossy display starts acting like a high-definition mirror. Would I buy it? Maybe, but only if I'm staying near a power outlet because that gorgeous panel is a total battery vampire. Apple MacBook Pro M5. This beast is faster than my caffeine-induced heart palpitations, and the Liquid Retina XDR screen has enough nits to be seen from outer space. It finally gives me an SD card slot so I can stop losing those tiny dongles, but it costs more than a used car and still has that annoying notch staring at my soul. Would I buy it? Yes, because the sheer power for batch processing raw files makes me forget how much my bank account is crying. Lenovo ThinkPad X9 15 Aura Edition. Lenovo finally ditched the iconic red nipple mouse to give us this sleek 15-inch slab of OLED goodness that weighs less than a bag of flour. The color accuracy is so spot on it's basically cheating at Lightroom, though the $1,999 price tag for a laptop without a dedicated graphics chip is a bold move, Cotton. Would I buy it? No, because while that display is a masterpiece, paying $2,000 for integrated graphics feels like buying a Ferrari with a lawnmower engine. Lenovo Yoga Pro 9i. This monster packs a Core Ultra 9 that eats 4K timelines for breakfast and has a mini LED screen that makes the MacBook Pro look a bit insecure. It handles massive multi-layer edits without breaking a sweat, but the fans sound like a jet engine taking off every time I try to render a simple preview. Would I buy it? Yes, because it's a Windows-powered sledgehammer that actually gives Apple a run for its money in pure creative horsepower. Asus ProArt PX13. This tiny 13-inch beast packs a gorgeous 3K OLED touchscreen that makes every pimple you retouch look like high-definition art. But the 60 Hz refresh rate feels like you're trying to drag your mouse through a bowl of cold oatmeal. It handles heavy Photoshop filters like an absolute legend thanks to that Ryzen AI 9 processor. Yet the battery will literally commit suicide in about 2 hours if you dare to do some actual heavy lifting on the go. Would I buy it? Maybe, because it is the ultimate I'm an artist but I have zero desk space flex, though you'll need to stay tethered to a wall like a hospital patient. Asus ProArt P16. This big boy is basically the PX13's older, more athletic brother with a 4K OLED panel that is so bright it might actually tan your face while you're color grading at 1600 nits. The Asus dial on the trackpad is great for feeling like a DJ while you're just adjusting brush sizes, but the glossy screen is such a fingerprint magnet that you'll spend more time cleaning it than actually editing your photos. Would I buy it? Yes, because having a portable 16-inch workstation that doesn't weigh as much as a small car is a total game changer for my workflow. Lenovo ThinkPad P1 Gen 7. It's got that classic I work for a Fortune 500 company vibe and a sturdy carbon fiber build, but paying this much for an entry-level graphics card feels like getting robbed in broad daylight. The color accuracy is solid enough for professional retouching, but that 60 Hz refresh rate again. Come on Lenovo, it's 2026. Stop giving us tech from the Stone Age. Would I buy it? No, because unless your boss is paying for it, the price-to-performance ratio will make your wallet cry for mercy. Lenovo Legion Pro 7i Gen 10. This absolute unit is supposedly a gaming laptop, but that stunning 240Hz OLED display and the RTX 5080 will make your photo exports finish before you can even take a sip of your coffee. It's got enough RGB lighting to be seen from outer space, and while it weighs 6 pounds, at least you'll save money on a gym membership just by carrying it around. Would I buy it? Yes. Yes, because it's basically a desktop in a trench coat and I'm a total sucker for that overkill performance and high refresh rate. Put TZ Book Mustade with TZ Book Fury 16 G11. This workstation is so thick it could probably stop a bullet, and with 128 gigabytes of random access memory, you can open every single raw file you've ever taken without the fan sounding like a jet engine. The 4K IPS panel is color accurate as hell, but the 720p webcam is so grainy, it looks like you're calling from a potato patch in the middle of a storm. Would I buy it? No, because it's basically a portable radiator that costs more than my actual car, and I don't need 16 terabytes of storage just to edit my vacation photos. Samsung Galaxy Book 5 Pro 360. This 2-in-1 flips around more than a politician in an election year, and that 3000 resolution AMOLED screen makes my high-resolution RAW files look so crisp I can see the regret in my model's eyes. It comes with an S Pen for precision masking, but the 16 gigabytes of memory is a bit of a joke for professional workflows when you're trying to run 20 Chrome tabs in Photoshop at the same time. Would I buy it? Maybe, because while the screen is a total vibe for editing, I'd probably end up snapping the thin hinge if I get too aggressive with my stylus during a late-night retouching session. Gigabyte Aero 16 OLED. The 16:10 aspect ratio 4K OLED display is basically a cheat code for color accuracy with that factory calibration. But the 60Hz refresh rate feels like I'm scrolling through a flipbook from the 19th century. It's got more ports than a pirate ship, which is great for my external drives. Yet the battery life is so tragic I can barely finish a heavy Lightroom export without sprinting for a wall outlet. Would I buy it? Yes, because having nearly 100% Adobe RGB coverage at this price point is worth carrying around a power brick the size of a sourdough loaf. Microsoft Surface Laptop Studio 2. I love pulling the screen forward into stage mode to feel like a digital artist, but the fact that the Surface Pen is still sold separately after I've already dropped $2,000 is a special kind of corporate audacity. The Delta E color accuracy is actually insane for a tablet hybrid, though it gets hotter than a spicy pepper under heavy loads, and the fans sound like they're trying to achieve takeoff velocity. Would I buy it? No, because while the form factor is cool, I can't justify paying premium prices for just okay color gamut coverage when I've got actual professional work to deliver. Dell Precision 5690. This absolute unit of a workstation packs an NVIDIA RTX 5000 Ada that eats my AI-enhanced denoise tasks for breakfast, yet the base model comes with a screen so dull it makes a beige wall look exciting. It's built like a tank and features military-grade durability for when I inevitably drop it. But paying £6,000 for a laptop that still has an optional SD card reader feels like being mugged in broad daylight. Would I buy it? Yes, because if you spec it with the OLED touch panel, it becomes the ultimate powerhouse that makes every other laptop on this list look like a glorified calculator. HP OmniBook 7. The 3K OLED panel is a total knockout for editing on the go, and the new Intel Core Ultra chips handle AI masking like a champ without turning my lap into a George Foreman grill. It's surprisingly rugged for a laptop that looks this sleek, but the webcam quality is a bit of a catfish since those high megapixel numbers don't actually stop me from looking like a blurry potato on Zoom calls. Would I buy it? Maybe, as it's a solid all-rounder for a travel vlogger, but the weird port layout means I'll be living that dongle life forever just to plug in my mouse. Acer Nitro ANV15 5276NK. This budget beast packs a punch with an Intel Core i7-1362D0H and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4050 that makes multitasking through heavy photo edits feel smoother than a greased-up penguin, even if the 165Hz refresh rate is basically overkill for a static JPEG. The real tragedy is the display brightness, which caps out at a pathetic 250 nits, meaning if a single ray of sunlight hits your room, you'll be editing your own reflection instead of that landscape shot. Would I buy it? Maybe, because it offers insane performance for the price, but you'll definitely need to plug in a color-accurate external monitor unless you want your professional photos to look like they were color-graded by a blind toddler. Lenovo ThinkPad P16s Gen 3. This workstation is a professional's wet dream with a glorious 16-inch 16:10 aspect ratio display that gives you 100% sRGB coverage and 400 nits of brightness so you can actually see what the hell you're doing. While it handles Photoshop like a champ, the 60Hz refresh rate feels like you're scrolling through molasses compared to modern gaming rigs, and it's basically a boring gray slab that looks like it belongs in a 1990s accounting office. Would I buy it? Yes, because the color accuracy and extra vertical screen real estate are literal lifesavers for detailed editing work where you actually need to trust the colors you're seeing. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the photo editing laptops for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.